Ladies and gentlemen, we have the second 21 Pilots single from their upcoming album Breach, titled Drum Show. This is of course following up their first single, The Contract, which was like this much darker approach, much grittier song with some hyperpop influences on the vocal effects. It also felt very reminiscent of a lot of early Linkin Park, but with a much more electronic spin instead of metal, so I'm very fascinated to see what direction they're going to take this second single in. Based on the little snippet that they posted, it seems a little more punky with a much more steady bass line, very like fast-paced, like one-hand 16th note hi-hat patterns, so it seems like we're going to get something a little more punky, a little more in line with the song like Navigating off of Glancy. But yeah, with that being said, let's just get into this. Going to be doing the same thing as last time where I listen to the song first and then cover the music video after that. Yeah, it should be out now. Let me see here. So I'm behind on the premiere here, but we're just going to watch along with the music video because it's not out on Tidal with YouTube audio quality. Let's go. Yep, more punky.
Putting on a drum show.
Okay, more of a halftime thing. Let me move the camera.
Completed checklist for today. Now they have to let you out of your cage. He's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take the longer way home.
Okay. Interesting they're going with a halftime thing and the falsetto vocals. Very poppy snare sound. You get so much crack out of it. Very pop punky. It's fun. I'm also glad that they're not doing the heavy vocal effect thing. That was the big thing I wanted to... Oh yeah, Josh Dun vocal. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay, a bit more of the synth-driven stuff at the end here. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a Drum Show. Okay, a halftime pop punky feeling song. Okay, I knew they were gonna take it in more of like the punky direction based on the little teaser they put out, but I didn't expect it to be that like 2000s era pop punk leaning. That was a very big surprise. I am going to listen to the track one more time, come back, and I will give you my full thoughts on the song. Okay, I just finished my second listen of the track, and I have to say, it's pretty good. I don't think it's quite as good as The Contract. I feel like it's not... It's like around the same level of quality. It's just I slightly prefer The Contract to this. But the fact that they're going even heavier with this, they're taking it in a fully pop-punky direction, distorted bass line, halftime feel throughout the majority of the track. Even get a scream from Tyler Joseph, which I'm honestly not the most crazy on in this track. It felt a little out of place. But yeah, it feels like they're really doubling down on the heaviness here, and they're still trying to paint something a little grittier for this album, which I really appreciate. It's the exact direction I want them to go. Josh Dun on the vocals is something that I wish was more present on this song. They really hyped it up as we're finally getting Josh Dun doing some singing on a studio recording. You guys, it's going to be insane. Like Tyler Joseph put out a tweet saying "jocals," and then he had it on his big like couple page post that he put on Twitter where it said new single drum show where Josh Dun's going to be doing a lot more than just drumming. And then he gets like a couple lines and then some backing vocals towards the end. I wish that he got like a full verse on this. It would be nice to see him actually playing an integral part vocally on this track. And maybe in like a King Gizzard type of way where it's like the song has multiple lead vocalists. I wish we got a similar type of thing here. That would have been nice. Maybe if they were trading verses or Josh Dun did verses and Tyler Joseph did the chorus. You know, but besides that, I think the song works well enough. It's executing this very distorted pop punky style mixed with a little bit of like synth rock in there as well. Well, not synth rock, just synthetic elements in general, in a way that feels authentic. It feels like the band doing something that they haven't done before, where obviously, you know, they've had pop punk influences, they've had, you know, synthetic music electronic music influences. I can't speak today. They've had electronic influences before, but not in a way that feels this direct, not in a way that feels this heavy, and not in a way that feels this immediate and punchy. Production's fantastic, pacing of the song's fantastic, the structure is fascinating here. The song feels a lot longer than it is. It's 3.5 minutes, but the structure is so packed and it moves through so many different motions so fast that it ends up feeling more like a 5-minute song by the time you get to the end. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think that it's really well paced considering how much stuff you get fed on this track. I am not complaining about that at all. This is a solid second single. I'm feeling like a solid 8 on this. It's a great track, man. It has me super excited for this album still. It's not put down my hopes in the slightest. Yeah, solid 8. Good shit. Really, really good shit. Cannot wait for this album. One more thing, I just remembered to say this before I do the outro. The music video feels like they're recreating the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, like with the out of focus mirror shots, the shots of Tyler Joseph in the back of the car singing, even like the shots of them playing outside with the car behind them. It feels like they're trying to call back to like a less intense version of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for me. Let me know what you thought of this single down below. How does it compare to the contract? Does it increase or decrease your excitement for this album? Like and sub if you haven't. We are on our way to 4K. Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my other channels. Check those out if you haven't. You can see my reactions to Trench, Clancy, as well as all of the singles from Clancy and the contract in a 21 Pilots videos playlist that will be somewhere at the end of this video. And yeah, I'll see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.